My number 2, Eminem.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and so much has happened relating to the ongoing Eminem and Nick Cannon feud that I have struggled to keep up, I must say, but I'll do my best to make sure I cover most of the action for you guys, and in this video, I'll build it up to save the best for last, so stick around. These are all important, the key events, just in case Eminem responds, so you guys are aware of these events. So I'm gonna ease this one in by explaining something quite common that people say about big entertainers, which is selling your soul for fame. And some people think that means literally signing a contract with the devil in the Christian Bible or something along those lines. Now I don't really know about that one, but what I know is that in the past few days, we have seen how easy it is for entertainers to sell their soul, including Nick Cannon and the rappers that jumped on the track to diss Eminem, and I'll explain and show you why. What I mean by sell your soul in this context is the willingness to do anything, even if it goes against one's beliefs, to achieve an objective. And I'll start by sharing this clip of one of the rappers that jumped on the track to diss Eminem. You'd see how fast people throw away their beliefs for a few crumbs of clout, and stay tuned in for more juicy Nick Cannon fails. Here's Charlie Clips admitting Eminem's greatness in a freestyle.
Rapper said he better than Clips, you know he lied. Well, maybe J, maybe M, or maybe Nas, and the other 4 rappers I know, they all.
Now this is important because in the diss track so far, they've even gone as far to say that Eminem is no legend. But before all this began, the tone was quite different, as you can see, and you can tell that Charlie Clips before this began ranked Eminem highly, Eminem, Nas and Jay. But as soon as Nick's check cleared, he starts his verse with, "Come on Nick, that's Marshall, you don't need help." In the title of the video, I stated the North remembers, which is a saying by the Northerners in the hit show Game of Thrones to signify that they never forget past events, and in this case, the North is the internet. Once it's online, you can never take it back, and Nick and Co chose to go the route of contradiction when they chose to go against Eminem. Why do you think Rap Devil sounded like a 50-50 mix of compliments and disses? That's because at least MJK was smart enough to know that he littered the internet with receipts that will come to haunt him. That's how difficult it is to go against Eminem in this age, because at one point, your favorite rapper showed that he was a big fan, even the likes of Kanye West, which leads up to the juicy part of the video. Before we get to that, remember to hit the like button if you enjoy content like this, and if you're new, also hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss an upload. So let's move on to Nick. Nick makes it too easy for people to debunk the lyrics on his diss tracks. When it's so easy, you lose credibility, and guess what? Since Nick talks too much, he pretty much did the heavy lifting in debunking his own lyrics. Now Nick Cannon stated to Eminem on one of the diss tracks, "You'll never be a legend, and also you ain't no lyricist," but this is also Nick.
My number 1, Pac, hands down.
Okay.
My number 2, Eminem.
Okay.
People get surprised that I say that
He
shit.
be in and out my top 5 though,
Yeah.
so it's kind of sometimes
I mean,
say
just
him,
like,
sometimes I
he's
won't.
Elvis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't deny the numbers, you can't deny the impact. Like all his kids that he birthed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta give him. And
he birthed the culture.
Yeah. And then when you just talk about just straight lyricism,
You
like
can't rap with him.
like battle for battle, you
Can't rap with him.
that, and the fact that I gotta give it to him, his cadence.
So you can see why some people are still asking for the diss, because the tracks released so far are filled with contradictions that are easily verifiable, so they are like, when is the diss coming? When are they going to reveal something that's not contradictory or something that we don't already know, like Eminem is white and all that common knowledge? You might think that's all, but I got more coming since Nick has made it too easy. On the first diss track, he claimed that he called Fat Joe to set up Eminem with Lot Above, and Eminem fell for the job. But this is Fat Joe talking about the song after the diss track to make us know that Nick didn't just lose his nuts, he's also nuts.
So many features. I'm looking Cardi B, Lil Wayne, Mary J. Blige, but you're out here promoting this album. It's promoting itself on Twitter after Eminem had a verse talking about Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon made a diss track of his own, and Eminem has not responded.
He laughed at the Nick Cannon.
Did you know this was going to happen? And then
No, I
how
didn't
does
know
this
it was
end?
going to happen. So what happens was, first of all, I'm honored to get an Eminem verse.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real with you. He's one of the GOATs, meaning greatest of all time.
Yep.
By far, he's a rap god.
Yep.
So the fact that he was able to come and give me a verse and get on my album, he actually mixed and mastered the song. So it was never in my possession to maybe like the day before we put it on the album. So when I hear it, I'm like, I'll cut off my, you, Nick, and this. I'm like, oh,
yeah, he goes.
I'm like, Nick's my guy, man, you're killing him. But I was like, I need that Eminem verse.
Facts.
So, but Eminem, you know, he's the greatest of all time. I think Nick is trying to bait him into getting him in his platform.
Right.
Oh, come on, Wallet out. Let's do it here.
Promotional.
Let me cash out on this. So, you know, but you know, you can't take that serious. Nick Cannon against Eminem. That's impossible.
If you're entertained and think I'm done, remember the internet, up north, they never forget. And there's a compilation on Twitter that got my attention. It's something we already know, but it's nice to see when it's put together like this. Enjoy.
Never be a legend.
He's one of the best to ever do it.
And never be a legend.
Nick, you're the best, fam.
And never be a legend.
Man, it's always a pleasure to rock with
I mean,
you, man.
I don't think you'd win against Eminem, but you are the best in many other ways.
But this is the thing. At least tell him to show up to the bout.
You ain't no lyricist.
But I do recall you having a battle of sorts with the likes of one of the greatest wordsmiths / rappers known to man in Eminem.
The more you see things like this, the more you realize that Eminem is not likely to release a full-blown diss track on Nick. He's worth a couple of bars on another song like Lord Above, but that's just my opinion, and I'll leave it to you guys. What do you think of this? Tell us in the comment section below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.